move on fairly soon. We'll take 2 questions, and then I think when Martin Amney comes, we'll invite the police as well, and we'll allow a bit more time to that, because crime is always a big issue in Boscombe. Here we go.
Thank you. Many of us over a period of time have been pressing for a visual police base in the centre of Boscombe town centre, which we are going to get in the old Argus site. Could you tell me what hours this police centre base is going to be open, and will there be a big signed police base all over Boscombe that signifies where you are? Thank you.
Chris, can I bring you up to answer that question, because you're part of that whole process?
Good evening, Chris Weeks, Boscombe Regeneration Inspector. The Argos project, really exciting, right in the heart of where that policing footprint needs to be. Ultimately, it's going to be exactly the same operating procedure as the Boscombe Police Station. Quite simply, it's an operational hub where the police team will operate from. There will be a reception front door on Christchurch Road, but the opening hours generally will be when the officers are there. We can't publicise that it's going to operate from 9 till 5, Monday to Friday, because actually there's been a decision from very high up that contact management at that level that can't be maintained. So quite simply, if you need to speak to the police, if the door isn't open, there'll be that yellow contact phone there that you can utilise to contact us. So I can't suggest it will be open any more than the current Boscombe Police Station. It's an operational base, and ultimately that yellow phone if the door isn't open.
Yeah, just take the last question from over here.
Going back briefly to the crime figures, you said that overall they have gone down. Were there any categories where they've gone up?
Okay, basically we've got violence against the person went up, robbery stayed the same, burglary other, which relates to shed breaks, beach hut theft, that sort of thing, that went down by 10%.
What was the figure on the assaults on people?
Assaults on people, 1,000, well, it's not actually assaults on people, this is something, this piece of work that I've had looked into. The crime classifications fall within this crime figure involves a whole host of type offences, like harassment and non-molestation orders, etc. So these figures don't actually represent assaults on people. It's just under a whole host of classifications under the title of violence against the person.
Right. What was the percentage? You said it's gone up. What was the percentage it's gone up in places?
That went up by just short of 30%. But a lot of that happened. We had the figures broken down. Underneath that type of heading, we have assault with injury, harassment, common assault with injury to a constable, assault with intent to harm, threats to kill, stalking, cruelty to young people, gross aggravated common assault, false imprisonment, murder, attempted murder, child stealing, and kidnapping. So an actual full range of offences that fall underneath those figures.
And that's a 5-year figure, is it? Sorry, or was that?
That was a year figure.
There's one figure you've left out there according to your website, which is crimes against women, which is sex assaults has gone up drastically.
Say that again?
Sex assaults and women has gone up drastically according to your website this afternoon.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm not in that area of specialism. We have a dedicated unit for that. And we could perhaps just have someone go along and speak in the next format.
Yeah, I think that particularly this violence figure is something that that does concern people. It's quite good that we've actually had that spelled out. And I think it's very important that we cover this subject more fully with Martin here as well. Do you want to say a couple of? Because say a couple of things.
Just literally a couple of requests, if I could. The general area of the precinct near the police box, you've got 4 telephone boxes, all situated in the same place. From a policing perspective, it seems to attract old antisocial behaviour and on-street drug dealing. And so for that matter, we're trying to get some community support generated to ask BT quite simply if they'll move them, get rid of them from there, because actually we're not completely satisfied that they're that well utilised. A compromise position might be a different style of phone box. So rather than having 4 telephone boxes, perhaps just 1 or 2 what they call tulip style phones, which you can see in Bournemouth Town Centre, which is a more of an open approach to public telephones. So if anyone's prepared to give us their support, if they could email into the forum, if that's okay with yourself, Harry.
It's absolutely fine.
Thank you.
They can also put stuff on the Facebook as well, get an email for.
And literally, Harry,